Ben Brown with MoreThanGuitar.com, and you don't have to worry about things like that or anything else, because this is How to Play 3 a.m. by Matchbox 20. The first thing I'm going to show you about 3 a.m. is the capo goes on the first fret. If you're playing along with the recording, if you're just doing it by yourself, there's not really that much need to it. It sounds about the same. The next thing I'm going to show you is the steady beat, the basic rhythm behind all the other strumming. I'm going to mute my strings with my left hand, and then I'm going to play 1 E and 2 E and 3 E and 4 E and 1 E, a fast 16th note pattern. And if you get that going, a riff is really easy. Notice that my hand doesn't stop, I just don't hit it all the time. Show you slow. Even slower. 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a ready go. Then I'm changing the chords in the middle of that. Let's talk about the chords first. We're going to play the G chord a little different for 3 a.m. Now normally you play your G chord like this, leaving your first finger out, but in this case we're going to put this ring finger over here and play an extra D, sort of a little drone note, and then these two fingers go on the other two notes. So you've got your pinky, where it always is, on the E string, 3rd fret, and then your ring finger goes on the 2nd string, 3rd fret. Your middle finger is going to reach all the way over and get the 6th string on the 3rd fret. And your first finger is going to cover the 5th string, 2nd fret. Now all this is in relation to the capo. And so to switch from the G to the C chord, all you're going to do is move these two fingers over. And now you're playing what most people think of as a C add 9. I'm pretty sure that's how I wrote it in the chart too. Again, avoiding banging on the E. Avoid banging the E string very hard. The D chord is the only one where you're going to change that 2-string high drone that you have. And to even kind of start the D with that and kind of pull off. She says it's cold outside and hands me my raincoat. And then you go back to the D. Just kind of hold it for a second and then let off. Now if you want to play that opening riff, that little additional thing, you've got your C chord in place. I pick the middle finger up and pick the index finger up to keep it in place. You're going to do a hammer on. You're going to smash your finger down right where it was after you make it ring, and then play the next string. Now the next notes, which are a little bit harder to play as you're leading into it, are going to be, now those are already in place, but then you've got to get this one. I play it with my first finger. That way you can get to the G chord faster. Now, I started off talking about the steady beat, and yes, you are going to have to give it up a little bit to get those licks in. But for right now, practice it with a steady beat. In fact, a good step to take is start out with a steady beat, and just keep playing that while you get the chord changes. Just to get in the habit of keeping the steady beat going. The last 2 lines of each verse, we're going to change the bass rhythm pattern. Instead of the 16th notes, 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 E, it's going to go 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Now this isn't slower, we're just leaving out we're only doing the 8th notes instead of 16ths. So we're going to go something like this. She says it's all going to end, it might as well be my fault. While it's raining, and she screams, and her voice is strained, and she says, baby. Then on chorus, you're back in the 16th notes. It's hard to talk while I play. This is Ben Brown with MoreThanGuitar.com. Don't forget to check the links below for chord charts and video lessons of other songs you might like. Thank you for watching.